Peace, wholeness, love, and light. I am Nudiamonds here with a blood moon, lunar eclipse, full moon in Pisces energy reading. I hope everyone out there is doing well. And yes, we're about to jump into this beautiful energy. All right. This is the transformation that we've been waiting for. These are the times that we've been waiting for. This is the initiation, the shift. Okay. This is where everything flips, everything upgrades, everything ascends. Okay. You may already be feeling the changes. Okay. Just go with the flow, go with the current. Okay. Being present is a present. All right. So, don't take anything for granted. Stay in gratitude. Gratitude is the best attitude, and hold on to that positive vibration at this time. We have made it. This is a time of celebration. This is a time of really giving yourself a huge pat on the back, a huge round of applause for how far you have made it on your journey through this journey. And your ancestors are proud of you. Okay. They've been walking with you every step of the way. Your spirit guides, your angels, the divine. It's just a beautiful time to be alive. What a time to be alive. All right. So let's jump into this energy. This is going to be some very introspective shifting your mind, body, soul, and spirit for the highest level energy, for the next level. Okay. So I hope you guys are ready. This is going to be a very thorough breakdown. And yeah, we're gonna jump into it. Okay. So the full moon in Pisces is at the 15th degree. And a full moon, you know what I mean? This is all about releasing things. This is all about things coming to illumination. And it is a blood moon lunar eclipse, meaning that the sun, the earth, and the moon are all in divine alignment, where the earth is blocking the light from the sun. So it causes this red tint on the moon, and it's just this beautiful illumination of your shadow. Okay, especially if you're doing a work. And I love this whole blood moon. This is really going deep within the cells, as we are in Virgo season. So this is all about healing yourself, healing your mind, healing your body, healing your soul for this great ascension that is opening up to you and helping you propel forward. Also, a lot of abundance coming in as my hand has been itching. Okay, my palms and fingers, they itching for the paper. All right, and I don't know no broke Virgos. Okay, Virgos be getting to that bag. So again, shout out to the Virgos, and it's y'all season. Happy birthday! And this is a time where we are just everything is in divine alignment for your ascension, for your next level, for this upgrade, for the time that we've been waiting for is here now. The time is now. Okay. And there's also a harvest full moon. So this is where we reap the benefits of our harvest. Okay. This is, some people like to call it the corn moon. And this is all about reaping that abundance, a lot of abundance here, a lot of crops growing, a lot of abundant fruit. And you just kind of sitting back and really paying attention to all of the work that you have put in to get here, right? It wasn't an easy journey. We made it look easy, but we are here and we are thankful and we are grateful at this time, okay? This is also the illumination of illusions. Okay, so breaking through a lot of illusions at this time. Some things may have been put in your face to realize. Some things may have been coming up as a revelation. Things have been revealing themselves. And this is the time just to reflect on those things and adjust to them as you deem fit and do whatever resonates with you. And if it isn't resonating, it isn't resonating. Okay. We're leaving a lot of lower things in the past, a lot of old things in the past. We're breaking through a lot of old cycles as we begin to push through this new energy. And again, nothing will be the same after this eclipse season. This eclipse season is like no other. So buckle up and get ready for one of the best rides of your life. And like I said, if the message resonates, you're already seeing a lot of old cycles break and you tapping into new beginnings at this time. Okay. So I said breaking through the past cycles, breaking through lower cycles. This could be a accumulation of things that happened 6 to 9 months ago, as we had that new moon in Pisces 6 months ago, which was also that eclipse. So just be mindful of things that happened at that time, or you could look back at that time back in March, something that is complete, a full turnaround from that energy, and things are on the up and up. All right. I said rising into a higher prophetic destiny, frequency, and vibe. Okay. Rising to the phoenix. Okay. So you are rising and you are this phoenix dusting off these ashes right now and just leaving these old things in the past to embrace your future. Okay. I also got a lot of owl energy. So it's going to be a lot of signs, a lot of symbols, a lot of synchronicities, a lot of prophetic dreams, a lot of vivid dreams at this time. As my dream last night was, I'm still in the energy of that. So really just embodying the energy of the messages that you are receiving, because nothing is a coincidence. Okay. And also with this prophetic energy, it's that prophet energy. Okay. So you profiting off of being a prophet. Okay, there's a double entendre for y'all. All right, shout out to Soul Tribe. You already know how I do that prophet energy, right? That's a double entendre, right? You could be making a profit off of being a prophet. Okay, it's a profit to be a prophet, and the profit that you are receiving doesn't always have to be physical. It could be spiritual. Spirit is saying it's both. It's spiritual and physical, right? So embrace all of this beautiful divine energy that is coming into your auric field at this time, coming into your body, coming into your mind, your soul, your spirit. A lot of great, brilliant ideas, a lot of beautiful dreams. Write them all down, as this is a time of celebration. You know what I mean? This is times that our ancestors prayed for, and we are that physical dream come true. All right. Also, this is a lot of Wheel of Fortune energy, a lot of, like I said, things turning in the right direction, once in a lifetime opportunities, multiple opportunities. Just embrace them all as the wheel is turning and things are turning in our favor. Like I said, that 180 flip right now for us to get in tune with our harvest at this time. Okay. The harvest of the bloodline at this time. Okay. And things are turning in your favor because you have broken through. You've broken through these old cycles. You've broken through that illusion. You've broken through these mirrors. You've broken through a portal of ascension. And this is beautiful. This is just a beautiful time to just really reflect on how far you have come and how much you have made it through. So this is where you just, congratulations, you guys. It's a celebration. It's a correlation as we are being crowned at this time. So really sit back and receive the blessings that the divine is gifting you at this time. Okay. I also said a lot of psionic energy, right? With that prophetic energy. Psionic energy is the gifts of the mind, right? That psychology, which is really just deep diving into different layers and gifts and aspects of the mind at this time, and really letting those gifts develop as these gifts open up to you, right? We got the Schumann resonance going off. at this time. And it's all white. So this is a time where we embrace this divine energy with clarity, with open arms, with loving energy, and release and purge and surrender and open up at this time. Okay, going gently down this beautiful stream of divine light and divine abundance at this time. Okay. Also, y'all gotta excuse me as I'm detoxing. Okay. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. I'm on day 7 of my detox. I'm feeling really good, feeling really vibrant. For all of my day ones that have been here, y'all know how I do when I detox. I am a pure channel of divine light. That's one of my reasons why I love detoxing. I was called to detox this Virgo season. So, just fruits and vegetables, a lots of herbal teas. And if you feel called to detox, you may have less of an appetite. Do whatever you feel called to do. All right, detoxing from social media, from negativity, fasting, whatever you feel called to do to get in tune with this divine mother, this divine essence, this primordial energy, this primordial water energy that is here for us at this time. Okay. But yeah, so I said that because it's going to be a lot of, I could already feel like the channel opening up to me. So there's going to be a lot of things opening up to you. Just embrace them and go at your pace. Give yourself grace. Give yourself ease at this time, as this is the universe, the galaxy opening up to us, which was part of my dream. Okay. My dream was I was in a room with a whole bunch of creative people. Everyone was creating. There's people making music. There's people dancing. There's people taking pictures, and we all were wearing white. We all was wearing white. And after the party ended, someone was like, "Take a picture of us." And it was 5 of us. It was a group of 5 women, and we all came together to pose for the picture. And when we posed for the picture, it was different when we looked at the picture. See, we all posed for the picture like this, but when we looked at the picture, we were all holding up cups, like we were celebrating, like the 3 of Cups energy, as a collective comes together and unify for this purifying time, elevated time. And after I was done looking at the picture, my spirit told me to look outside the window. When I looked outside the window, I opened up the blinds, and I could see the galaxy. I could see the stars, and it looked like a motherboard. It looked like we were in the galaxy. The galaxy was coming to us. The stars were coming to us, and I was like, wow! It looked so beautiful, and it just really felt like the galaxy was opening up to us. The stars were coming to us. The stars were opening up to us, and it was just this beautiful bioluminescent energy that is really hard for me to describe because it was so universal, it was so divine and so pleasant to see as we open up our eyes to the bigger picture. This is a universal thing. It's a universal consciousness, omniverse energy, omnipresence energy at this time. Okay. So, yeah, mind is matter. All right. Our minds matter at this time. So being mindful of what you're thinking. My bird outside. Shout out to the birds. All right. Shout out to the elevated ones at this time. But yeah, this is a time where we break through. And I feel like not only are we having a breakthrough, that we're breaking through a different part of the universe, right? We're entering in a different part of the universe, a different part of the galaxy. And there's a lot of ancient codes, a lot of ancient DNA, a lot of ancient information that is presenting itself to us at this time. Okay. So I put things turning in the right way because you've broken through. You've broken through the glass, the mirror, the illusions, the curses, the cycles. You are down to move up in the right direction. Okay, being down for the cause, right? And by you going internal, by you breaking through, by you going inward, you will see this ripple effect outward. You see this beautiful change outward at this time. and you will start to feel and see the synchronicities that you're making the right decisions and headed in the right path, in the right direction. Okay, shout out to the divine messengers. We're going to get a lot of messages at this time. Just be aware of that, okay? I don't know if y'all can hear my bird. That's Tweety outside. We named the bird because the bird will always come and visit me early mornings. Had to get back on my routine. So this is about getting back in routine. Doing what works for you. Okay. So your eyesight will be more clear. Your vision will be more clear. Your first eye will be more clear. So a lot more clarity at this time. And when I was writing my notes, literally my right eye started to get like a sharp pain. So that's us, looking in the right direction to push past certain things to elevate us at this time. Okay. We're also piercing through a veil. We're piercing through different layers within ourselves. Like I said, as we're piercing through different layers in the collective, in the universe at this time. So a lot of hidden things come into the light within yourself and outside of yourself, within the world, within the collective. Just be aware of this energy at this time, okay? A lot of high priestess energy, a lot of high priest energy, a lot of empress energy, emperor energy, god, goddess, all right? And a lot of moon energy. So intuition, being on point, listening to spirit, as we break through these illusions of the mind. A lot of dreams being enhanced, a lot of clarity, cycles ending, old cycles ending, new cycles beginning. And then when I wrote high priest, it gave me high Pisces. Okay. And then Pisces made me think of like prices. Okay. So you are high value, right? Also pieces, right? Things, when you break a mirror, it breaks into pieces, right? So breaking through illusions to find different pieces within yourself, and also pieces of a puzzle coming together, right? This is opposite. This is looking at things from different perceptions and different perspectives to get a better point of view at this time, to see the full picture. Okay. And going back and forth to find the balance. Okay. Because finding balance isn't easy sometimes. So you have to go with the flow, and do what works best for you. Find what works best for you and sit in that energy and cultivate that energy. Cultivate your peace. Don't be afraid to breathe and release at this time. All right. Ground yourself. Okay. Once balanced, you're free and you will find true ascension, true bliss, and that all resides within you. Okay. I also got like this, like I said, this polarity energy, this back and forth energy, as this full moon energy is really fixated on that Piscean energy and that Virgo energy. Okay. So this is going back to that Leo energy, because I believe it's Leo rising energy, which is attributed to the second house. All right. Second house is all about values, and also attributed to that eighth house. So tapping into your power. Okay. Knowing that you are powerful. The more you get in tune with your true self, your true values, and your true values don't reside outside of you at this time. Okay. I got 2 and 8. Okay. Also going within, like I said, the high priestess energy, and 8, having that inner strength, having that courage to go on and push forward at this time. Okay. And then I also got like this 7 and 6 energy, right? Because this is that 6 energy, that 6 and that 12, right? Being straight up and down on the clock, or going straight across on the astrology chart. So this is, like I said, this is a crossover, right? On the clock it's up and down. On the astrology chart is horizontal, right? And that is a crossover. This is being mutable, being flexible, being open to the changes as we break through certain energies to free ourselves and open ourselves up to this inner divinity that lies within, to this magic that always resided within us. We are just remembering it. And this is a great time of remembrance, a great time of remembering who you are, tapping into your ancestry, your genealogy, doing that work, getting in tune with that family tree, getting in tune with your ancestors, and having fun, embracing that energy to get a better sense of who you are at this time. Okay. I also got a lot of star energy, a lot of Merkaba energy. So like I said, a lot of ascension, a lot of going up, a lot of transformations, a lot of purging, Kundalini energy. So a lot of sexual energy, a lot of creative energy. Cultivate that energy in positive ways at this time. Okay. Also, your conscious will be illuminated. Your subconscious will be illuminated at this time. So pay attention to that. As this is going back to another dream that I had, when I had a dream that I seen an owl, and the owl was rising above in the daytime, right? And owls represent wisdom and protection and divine keepers and your auric field, right? So the subconscious and hidden realms and healing knowledge and occult, right? So being in tune with all of these energies at this time, as there will be a lot of mystical, magical, alchemist energy that arises. Okay. But it's kind of like your conscious will be illuminated like an owl in a day, right? Because owls are nocturnal, but Spirit just kept giving me like this owl in the daytime, right? This ninja being out in the daytime, right? Nocturnal beings being able to see in the dark and maneuver through the day, as a lot of things are being illuminated, all right? And you standing out, you rising up, and you being confident in this new you, okay? Breaking through. And as you break through, you start to see other people who aren't breaking through, other people who are stagnant, other people who are left behind, other people who are stuck, other people who are in that lower vibration. And that's okay, right? We all have different missions. Our souls were appointed different contracts, missions on this journey. And we're not here to judge anyone. We're just here to follow our calling, following whatever Spirit has called you to do. Okay. And many are called, even fewer answer that call, even fewer are chosen due to the tests, the initiation, the tribulations that we have to go through. So, like I said, we part of that 1%, we part of that 144, that 9 ether beings, the chosen ones, the star seeds, because we chose ourselves, right? It's nothing is nothing that is outside of us. It's all within us. It's always been here. And we always felt this energy. We're just remembering it at this time. Okay. So I said, with breaking through, we're seeing who isn't breaking through, who can't, and who won't break through, and seeing people's souls for where they are and where they're at. And that energy just is what it is. I don't know if y'all heard that crow. Okay. But pay attention. Pay attention, because when you analyze these things, Virgo energy, when you pay attention to these things, you will start to realize some people are on different timelines. Some people are on different frequencies. Some people are on different vibrations. Like I said, that's okay. We are rising higher, and just pay attention to your vibration. Focus on your vibration. Focus on your mission, and continue to get things done at this time. Okay. This is the start of a newer and higher timeline for you. Okay, let me get some water. So a lot of new information pouring in, a lot of upgraded information pouring in at this time. As the old timeline crumbles, as the old timeline falls, as the old timeline breaks, old cycle, old energy, old loops, old curses, you will feel remnants of this. You will feel this. You basically, it's like when you step through. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. It's like when you step through a metal detector. If you got old stuff, old heavy things, old heavy metals, old things that can't come with you, you got to clear it out. You got to clear it out. And once you pass through and get that green light, get that clearing, then you good, right? So it's kind of like you're stepping through an energy clearance. You're stepping through smoke and mirrors. You're stepping through smoking hidden illusions. And as you step through, you see clearly, right? And there's certain things that are being released, being pulled, being let go energetically. A lot of shedding energetically at this time. And don't hold on to those things. Just pay attention. Pay attention and surrender. Okay. So that was a big thing. Really feeling old things leave, old things be brought up, clear them out and let them release at this time. Okay. You will see as things just leave. Okay. It's kind of like a ripple effect. Things just kind of leaving your aura, right? You wanted to detox, you wanted to cleanse, you wanted to heal, you wanted to purge, right? You've been being consistent. You've been honoring your higher self. And for some people, we've been waiting patiently as we are waiting for our manifestations to actualize, right? And as we're in this patient portal, as we are waiting, there's things that are shifting and changing in our aura, shifting and changing in our environment, shifting and changing around us. And we just have to be patient as these ripple effects, this echo, this butterfly effect transforms everything around us, right? Because I'm seeing a pebble being dropped in a pond and it's a ripple effect, right? It's a wave of consciousness. It's a tidal wave, right? And sometimes you have to wait and be patient so you can catch the wave, right? Because you don't want to get caught up under the current and you don't want to miss it, right? It's all about divine timing and everything is in divine timing, right? And once you get caught up in the wave and you ride the wave, it's this beautiful cycle, it's this beautiful flow, it's this beautiful energy because you are one with the energy, right? And you kind of get like pulled in this beautiful tunnel vision, right? Because I'm getting two energies, right? I'm getting when people ride the top of the wave and it's this higher, free flowing abundance. And then you get some people that's the daredevils that go into the wave. And it's this beautiful cyclone, this beautiful spiral, this beautiful emergence of beauty that comes from within, from them having the balls, having the guts, having the courage, having the strength to do what most people don't do. All right. So yeah, that was a message for someone out there, but you will see this change around you. Right. So there's going to be a lot of people being affected by this. You will see it, but you will not be affected by it. Right. Because you are the cause. Right. So the butterfly effect is due to cause and effect, right? Actions and karma, polarity, right? You do one thing, it sets off a chain reaction. You push one domino, the other dominoes fall, okay? So there will be an effect because you are the cause. You are the solution. You are the answer, okay? So just sit, get comfortable, and get confident that Your magic is working, okay? Your energy, your frequency, your intentions, your integrity is in divine alignment with their highest timeline, your highest good. And you are one with the divine, and you are being in divine alignment. You are in divine alignment with their highest self at this time, okay? As this is that everything and nothing energy, that primordial water, that black dot, that black matter, that center of the universe, that big mama energy that is being present. And this is going to be a huge shift for the next 7 years. Okay. So for the next 7 years, the next 7 years are beginning for you right now. Okay. So you're making the proper changes and putting in place certain pieces for the next, really for the next generation, for the rest of your life. Right. But these next 3 years, 4 years, total of 7 years will be very transformational, very pivotal at this time. Okay. As this is the crossover on your journey. So get ready. Okay. Also, this is kind of taking me back to my 6 months prediction video that I did. If you guys haven't checked that out, I'm about to go back to my notes. As I said, something special and something serious, right? Because the chart, when I get into the chart, I'm going to show y'all what the chart looks like. But the chart looks like the serious symbol. All right. So something magical, something divine. It will be divine interference, and the ancestors will make themselves present, aliens, entities, and we will receive a lot of answers in our dreams. Okay. This is a straight shot. Like a shooting star. There will be a lot of space and a lot of universal energy. This is a full circle moment from that past eclipse. Okay. As this is the double up, this is that harvest. This is things just, getting a lot of confirmation on things, right? And I say this, that double up energy, because it is, y'all. We have 2 new moons this season. This is the second eclipse of the year. We're in eclipse season. There's just a lot of mystical, magical things. This is the first eclipse on this Piscean Virgo energy. So this is a shift, and this is just a beautiful time to be alive. All right. So this could even be a time where you see a lot of prophecies being fulfilled. Okay. This also, like I said, this is a timeless energy reading, right? So this is going to play out. This energy is going to play out for, I'm getting 6 months to a year. Okay, you guys. So come back to this video, maybe even in 6 months, and see if some of these messages resonate. All right. But yes, I said the serious symbol, and souls and spirits, and the serious energy is prominent at this time, right? And it's pulling you into a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of reality. All right. And just embrace that at this time. Okay. So I'm going to show y'all the serious symbol. Lock my screen. Okay, so this is what the Sirius symbol looks like. You see the moon, you see the diamond, and you see the X. See these 3 lines, right? All right. And then I'm going to show y'all the chart. This is the chart. All right. Now, trippy, the moon is in front. The front part of the diamond, the triangle, and then the X, right? Let me show y'all side by side. Okay. So they're mirroring each other. It's really in synchronicity, right? You got the moon, the front part, the middle of the opening, and then you got this X and this X. So we are in this heavy, wow. Then these top points, this is the open gate. The top points, you see where these dots is at. Look at the points at the top, right? So that is benevolent energy. Benevolent energy, because these are the gas planets, right? These are the three outer planets that are being activated at this time, and they're in a trine, right? So it's this opening up, right? These points, these axes at this fixed cross, and there's a lot of pushing through this energy at this time. Okay. Wow. Oh my goodness. And then when I look here, it looks like a little moon. So it's a lot of, and it even looks like the eclipse. I love it. I love it. So yeah, wow. Yeah, a lot of synchronicities at this time. Let's get into the chart. Okay. But I said, this is where your soul and your spirit gets in tune, rise higher with that serious energy. We are still in this serious portal. Okay, we got that 999 energy coming up. I'll be doing a breakdown on that later. But this is a completion of something. We are completing that old cycle as we open up to this new cycle at this time. Okay. And our souls have ascended to Sirius. Our souls have ascended to this higher energy, this higher timeline, this higher platform, this 5D, right? This 6D, this 5D and beyond, right? It's infinite. Don't put yourself in a box. That's what we breaking through at this time. Breaking through an illusion of things and knowing that we have unlimited possibilities, knowing that we are infinite beings and we have infinite potential to tap into whatever our heart's desires are at this time. Okay. And we're activating our higher soul missions of the future at this time. Okay. It is destiny. It is fate. It is fated. This is where we receive divine fulfillment, feeling full, divine nourishment. And it's going to be a lot of soulmate encounters, whether this is friendship, platonic relationship, businessship. It's going to be a lot of soul tribe activities going on. Okay. So just be mindful of that and embrace that beautiful energy at this time. Okay. Something will be complete in June. Okay. With this double up energy 9 months from now. All right. So, we'll see accumulation of that as I kept on getting 3 and I kept on getting 2. Right. And, that's that Trinity. That's that trine. That's that mind, body, soul, mind, body, spirit, mother, father, child, past, present, future. Right. Communicating, thinking, speaking, listening, and, walking through this portal. Right. Because next year, there won't be any planets in retrograde. Right now, all of the outer planets are in retrograde. So this is a time where we're reflecting and remembering at this time. Once we get in October, I believe some planets come out of retrograde. December, planets come out of retrograde. June, February, March, April, they all slowly start to come out of retrograde. Okay. And then we'll be more free to push through. Okay. But I said something will be complete. This will be the closing of this cycle in June. So 9 months from now, the new timeline will officially start next summer. When that Leo North Node energy is activated, and also when that Jupiter goes into Leo energy, because it will be opposition of that Pluto and Aquarius energy, that fixed cross axis, to help us purge, release, and push through and break through. So we're able to ascend to this higher timeline freely and with ease. All right. But right now is a time where we're clearing out old things, clearing out the past, releasing these weights, cutting these weights, trimming the fat. So when we get to this higher timeline, we don't bring any of that old trauma, cycles, curses, any negative lower vibrational things that do not resonate with us cannot come with this. So that's why we cleansing and purging right now. That's why we getting tested so much to illuminate things in our subconscious, illuminate things in our shadow. So that way we are aware of these things. And when we step through this portal, we have them in check, right? And we're working with our shadow, working with our lower self. And these things don't have any control over us. Our emotions don't have control over us. We are in control of our emotions. We have emotional intelligence. We are mastering our minds at this time, mastering our bodies to know ourselves. Okay. Okay. So your soul breaks through from something that was trying to hold you back within the bloodline. Because like I said, this is the blood moon, right? So we're cutting a lot of old soul ties. We're breaking through a lot of old things, clearing out a lot of things at this time within the DNA, right? Within the mitochondria, within the soul, within the generation, right? Like I said, we are the cure. I said what I said. Okay. So tapping into the hierarchy of your bloodline, the royalty and the royal keys. Okay. You are royalty. You hold the royal keys, and that all is within your blood. That's all within your DNA. That's all within your mitochondria. That's all within the cells, within the atoms, within the nuclei, right? So once you get centered in yourself, not egotistically, but for healing, right? Healing the bloodline, healing yourself for yourself, right? For your future, for the generation, for the lineage, then you open up to unlimited possibilities of the universe, of the divine, right? Or doing whatever you've been called to do on your soul mission is going to help you align with this energy and propel forward to a higher timeline. All right. Because everybody's soul mission look different. Okay. So the DNA is being cleansed for your ancestry. Okay. This is the split. This is where people go higher and people go lower, right? This is also where by you going low, by you going eternal, you go up higher. Okay. Going from the past to the future, doing a lot of alchemy work, of cleansing, of healing, of detoxing, of doing that shadow work, breaking through trauma, breaking through old things to push through for the future, right? And that's how we reach this 0 point, this reset, this clearing, this new beginning, this new plateau of energy. All right. This ratio, this 0 degree energy to push through this higher timeline. All right. That's the true power. Okay. So I'm going to show y'all the chart again. All right. We got the moon, Pisces, Sun across in Virgo. We got a lot of trines, a lot of sextile energy. And as we are breaking through certain illusions at this time, okay? One good look, 43 on the clock. And yeah, I'm about to dive in, y'all. I'm about to go in. So let me get some more water. All right. So I said with the chart, we have the moon at 15 degrees. We have the south node at 18 degrees. And we have Saturn at the 29th degree retrograde in Pisces. Okay. So I said emotional intelligence will help your soul break through. Okay. You're breaking through old soul patterns, old past patterns for the future to give you a sense of a reward. Okay. So by you doing the work now is going to give you rewards in the future, right? Whether this be, I don't know, for instance, for example, you being sick, right? So you take some herbs, you do your research, you heal yourself. Now you know how to heal yourself in the future, and you don't have these problems in the future, right? By you doing the dirty work, the hard work now, you are able to benefit a abundant harvest in the future. Planting those seeds, nourishing them, pulling out the weeds so you can have an abundant garden. Okay? And this is spiritual and physical. This is ending that old cycle of not knowing. And when I put not, I put KNOT, like tying a knot, right? So you're ending that old knot, that old tie. You're breaking these old karmic ties, these old karmic loops, things that have been knotted up, clotted up, right? We're releasing those things by breaking through these old illusions, breaking through these old cycles, breaking through these old patterns at this time. And when we get in tune and we know, right? You know yourself. You know that you are abundant. You know that you are tapped in. You know that you are a healer. You know that you are an emperor. You know that you're an empress. You know who you are. And when you know who you are, no one can tell you who you are. Okay? That's part of breaking free. And healing the mind, healing the body, healing the soul, right? This is divine nourishment, divine interference. And this is also healing that karmic energy, right? And this is good karma, right? So doing that alchemy work on that karma, right? So healing old karmic patterns, breaking through old karmic relationships to have this sense of good karma, right? By you doing good actions, clearing that karmic bank. Okay. This will bring you a lot of good health, right? Because health is wealth, right? If you're sick, you can't go out and blow that money, right? So you got to make sure you're in good optimal health. And health isn't just about what you're eating. It's physically, it's emotionally, it's sexually, it's financially, right? It's in all ways to level up and elevate the soul for your highest mission without interference of the lower mind. Okay. That way your higher mind you can just be in your higher mind and be centered in this 0 point energy. Be centered in this just being balanced and feeling whole at this time. Okay. Feeling full at this time. Okay. Like I said, this is a full moon, blood, lunar eclipse. Okay. And as you break through this lower mind, this lower thing, these lower natures, you start to tap into your higher mind. And when you tap into your higher mind, you begin to free yourself and you begin to feel this bliss of the soul to be one with the divine source. Okay. Because your soul is one with source. The source is one with our soul. So it's this beautiful divine connection that you begin to tap into when you tap into this blissful, calm mind, calm body, calm soul, calm peace energy, joy energy, blissful energy, love energy, God-like energy. Okay. All right. And then I said the sun is at 15 degrees. The north node is at 18 degrees. And Mercury is at 9 degrees in Virgo. Okay. So you'll be focused on communication with your higher and lower mind, higher and lower self, with your soul, past, present, and future. This will determine how you move and how you work in the future. Okay. This determines how you move forward in the future, right? Because if you have old things that you haven't cleared through, it's gonna may cause some blockages, right? And you have to break these old bonds, break these old cords to be free, right? Like I said, it's like I always love saying this, it's like a hot air balloon. A balloon wants to go up, it wants to ascend, but it has this weight. You got to cut the weight, cut that string, cut that tie, cut that cord to rise higher. All right. If you have unhealed anything, sometimes it can affect you. All right. that trigger, that trauma, this is your responsibility, right? And the more you work on that, like I said, if you haven't checked out my Master in the Shadow class, I suggest y'all do. It's very helpful and transformative. And y'all know we work and we play. All right. So do your shadow work to know yourself so you can be one with yourself. All sides, all shades, all facets, all aspects, higher, lower, shadow, light, dark, inner child, oversoul, whatever, right? Be in tune with all sides of yourself. Okay. And that is key, right? To go to the next level is to be with the divine, but you have to know who you are. Okay. And also, like I said, a lot of sextile energy. So the moon, North Node, Saturn, which is in Pisces, is sextile to Pluto in Aquarius, and Uranus in Gemini. Okay. So discipline with your collective consciousness will help you expand your true power in the future. Okay. So having discipline where you with yourself and knowing that you are unique, right? This will help you tap into a broader audience, right? And this is inner dimensional, outer dimensional, right? Because you have to have discipline to go up to these higher realms. That's how it works, right? That's how Yahshua, Jesus, a lot of people fasted. You know, Ramadan, people fast to get in tune with the Most High. And you have to have discipline to fast, right? Okay. And there will be lots of transformations and unexpected things will happen consciously and subconsciously. So make sure that you're staying focused because Pluto is trine to Uranus. Okay. So this is balancing that lower, that higher, and being in tune with the transformations that you're having. Because like I said, all this energy is cultivated right here. Right. So we got the moon, North Node, Saturn with Neptune here. But we also got Uranus and we also have Pluto. And this is sextile energy, 60 degrees, 60 degrees. But this is also trining, right? So it's going to be a lot of harmonic energy and a lot of excitement, a lot of just higher vibrational energy pushing us forward to get this work done. A lot of help from our ancestors, a lot of help from powers that be, you know, whatever spiritual energy you work with, whatever religious beliefs you have, get deep in tune with that to help you push forward and center yourself into a higher sense of being at this time. Okay. All right. Then I also said the sun, Mercury, and South Node in Virgo are sextile to Jupiter in Cancer and Lilith in Scorpio. Okay, so this is breaking through old karmic cycles and using your power for good. Don't be afraid to tap into your power. Okay, so like I said, on the opposite side, on the flip side, we got the sun and South Node, Mercury, trying to Lilith, trying to Jupiter. Okay, so don't be afraid to tap into your power. This is where great expansion, like I said, of the ancestors come in. All right. And then also Lilith and Jupiter are trining. That's that blue line. Right. So this is harmony with yourself, harmony with your ancestors, harmony with your lineage, right? So the family shaman, the owl in the tree flying above, rising as the phoenix. This is time. This is for you and the bloodline. This is for the legacy. This is for your ancestors. This is for you, right? Your soul is ascending, right? This is the Akashic records being answered, being fulfilled, being written, right? Because we are the record keepers. We are the record recorders, right? Record, right? So things are playing out as the time goes on, and we are writing our future. We are the authors. We are the creators. We are co-creating with the divine. That akasha, that akashic, right? Also acacia tree, right? Acacia nyalica, right? These are healing properties, very strong, powerful tree, right? The wood, the roots, the veins, the branches, the trees, the leaves, right? That also goes back to our ancestral tree, right? Our roots, getting into our roots, our branches as we breathe and release, inhale, exhale, right? As the leaves fall, different seasons changing, right? And that is the answer. Go with the flow, right? So I got the akasha, the akashic, acacia, answers, ancestors, ascension, and attention. Okay, I had all the A's. I don't, Spirit had me go in on the A's. All right. So this is a new abundant time, a new frequency, a new beginning, and you are who you've been waiting for. You are what you've been looking for. You are the answer. You are the ancestors here in the flesh. That you have their blood running through your veins, right? So continue to ascend, continue to pay attention as you are moving forward on your journey. Okay. All right. Also, there is a trine here as well. So water trine, right? So just being in tune with spirit, being in tune with yourself, and being in tune with your emotions, and just letting things flow with ease and grace at this time. All right. All right. It's time for me to deep dive into my meditation. Thank you so much, Soul Tribe. Shout out to Soul Tribe if you're still here with me. My meditation was very beautiful, very enlightening. Yeah, so let's deep dive into that. All right. So soon as I closed my eyes, tap into a meditation for channeled messages, I seen a cross, and it gave me a sense of the mutable cross, right? Like I said, us crossing over, us tapping into our magic and not being afraid to tap into our magic. And that cross turned into scissors, right? So cutting things, releasing things, letting things go to ascend higher. Okay. And as I seen these scissors, the scissors were doing this. And then they started to highlight the second house and the eighth house. Okay. And then it also expanded, right? So it went from first house, second house, third house, fourth house. And then it went to seventh house, eighth house, ninth house, 10th house. Okay. So there will be great transformations, great flips. Okay. Paying attention to yourself, your values, how you communicate, and get rooted with yourself to balance your power as you ascend to higher timelines to reap the benefits of your rewards. Okay. And it's also going into the seasons, right? As this is Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. And it's also Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Though these seasons are going to be very energetically charged. Okay. And this is where we're going to see things turn. The wheels start to turn at this time as well. Okay. And they're going to be turning for the better, right? Because as I was doing this meditation, my kids was playing and laughing and just enjoying themselves. And it was just a beautiful, joyous time. So this is, like I said, time for celebration as we put in a lot of work to be here. And we still here. We made it through. Okay. And then I started to see a type of a pyramid, right? So these highlighted houses. Wow. Yeah, Spirit is saying check y'all houses, check y'all placements, okay? Virgo and Pisces placements, as those will be highlighted at this time, okay? But yeah, as I seen these two energies, I started to see a top of a pyramid, and they gave me a sense of ascension, looking at things from a higher perspective. We are going higher, a higher view, and we're just rising up. And normally when I see that in a meditation, that means spirit is also pulling me up to a higher realm, a higher timeline. And then I started to see someone holding a trident. I seen someone holding a staff, right? And that's that three. The trident is the three. That also makes me think of Neptune, which is ruled by Pisces, right? So a lot of spiritual power, a lot of royalty, a lot of activations at this time. Okay. And like that trident, like I said, Neptune, that Pisces, that Sirius energy, that's those Syrians energy. So being called to do something, Assyrians, a siren, a calling, right? Singing, music, dancing, right? Also, like I said, this knighting, this crowning energy, as this was a king, I could see a king sitting down with a trident. Okay. And it's very high ranked energy. So we are high ranked ascended beings here, remembering who we are. Okay. And also, we are at the end of this Piscean age. We are at the end of this Piscean age. That's why a lot of things are falling. Babylon is falling. Okay. And when with this energy falling, that means something has to rise. And what is rising? With the physical realm falling, the spiritual realm rises. Physical power falling, spiritual power rises. Okay. So this is where we tap into our spiritual power to win the spiritual war, to win the physical war. Okay. Then I started to see a foldable table, right? So, it could be a lot of distractions happening at this time throughout this period. Stay focused. Stay focused and don't fold, because the table's being set up for you. Okay. Then I heard the table is being set up for Jupiter's return. The big one. The ancestors, the giants, the divine ones, the ancient ones. Okay. And I got Jupiter season. The table is being set up for Jupiter's return in Jupiter season. And I was like, well, Jupiter season is attributed to Sagittarius. So Sagittarius season. And then spirit showed me a 2, Z, and an N. So in 2 seasons, literally, because we're in Virgo season, right? Then we're going to go into Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, right? And this time, I see why people be saying time is an illusion, because y'all, we in September. Let that sink in. Okay. So in 2 seasons, focus, because it's going to be a lot of distractions and a lot of outside noise. Just breathe and relax. Okay. And then during my meditation, I heard water waves. Literally, it was water waves playing in the background. Okay. So ground yourself and get in tune and do what feels right for you. There's going to be a lot of information coming in, a lot of calming spiritual energy coming in. Get in tune with that and focus on that and hone in on that as we start to deep dive into this underworld energy, which is Scorpio energy, spiritual energy. That's where we really get in tune with our powers and our ancestors begin to rise. That whole 3-eye Atlas comet will be here during Halloween. And yeah, this is a great return. And it's really nothing outside. It's all inside. So watch the waters. Okay. Watch your waters. Watch your emotions. Watch your memories be activated at this time. Okay. Then I started to see someone doing like acrobats. I seen someone swinging by their feet. So I seen an energy spinning someone by its feet. Then they let go of their feet and they flipped up and started to hold their hand, like how circus do those acrobats when they swing in like a pendulum and the person flips and they catch them. Okay. Message. All right. And they flipped upside down to being held the right way. And I got the divines got you. Okay, we're being flipped. Like I said, that 180, we're going from the hangman to being pulled upright to ascend to ascension. So ascension after sacrifice. Playing our soul mission for our souls. Okay, ascension of the soul. And access is granted to the higher timeline. This is where you rise to infinite. Okay, infinite. Okay, then I heard light language, and I was like, all right, here we go. Here we go. Because they started talking to me. And it said, up from upside down to being held right. The divines got you from the hangman, from being sacrificed to being headed in the right way for your soul, right? And you being granted access to a higher timeline so you can rise to the infinite. Then I heard light language, and it said, Ha ba shala. Ha ba shala. And then I got a lot of Anunnaki energy, right? Some type of ancient entity energy. I don't even like really putting names on it, but that's what I got. All right. Then someone was sitting down on the throne with a staff, right? And it looked like a chandelier around it with a veil over it. And it said, rise, ancient ones, is time. As they were saying, Ha ba shala, Ha ba shala. It translated to rise, ancient ones, is time. Rise, ancient ones, is time. Right? Then they had a sword to their chest. I seen a sword to someone's chest. And then I seen like I don't know what they're called, but when people in the army and they get like those seals, it almost looked like a seatbelt, but they get like these seals with like these stripes and these medals. So it was like a high ranked spiritual warrior, militant energy that came through, right? Kind of like, I don't know, an archangel or just a high rank warrior, a veteran, a galactic ambassador. All right, came through and said, you got this. We're activating your soul mission 925. And I said 925, but I seen the number 1925. But when I got 925, that is in that Sagittarius energy, right? That's going into that October energy. That's Scorpio energy, but that nine is attributed to Sagittarius, right? So it's going to be a lot of things that start to transpire at the end of this month as we start to tap into this balance energy at this time, okay? But it said activate soul mission 925, but I meant to say 1925. It is done. And then I heard more water waves. And then I closed out the channel. I gave my thanks. I gave my gratitude. Then I cut on a movie for my children and Hercules came on. And soon as the movie Hercules came on, it showed what the planets were in divine alignment. And it was talking about how Hades was trying to off Hercules, but he didn't drink the last drop. So he was still a god and he had to grow up, not understanding who he was, but knowing that he was strong and he was great. And he was like, I'm not from here. Right? He got the blood of the gods, bloodline of the gods, right? This is the hero's journey. This is the chosen one, the 144, the 9 ether, the star seeds, right? We are magical, mystical beings here to help ourselves and help the collective elevate at this time. And for those who want the help, right? We got to leave some people where they at because that's what they wanted to experience this lifetime, and that's okay, right? Like I said, we're not here to judge nobody, but this is the rise of the Titans. Everything is a divine alignment. We will rise above our flesh desires and we ignite our soul's fire. This is divine nourishment. And I got 611. So I got a lot of numbers. I got, like I said, the number 2, the number 8, the number 6, the number 7, 18, and 9. So make sure that you're balancing out your values, tapping into that courage and that strength to tap into your power. Focusing on balancing at this time. Focus on your inner values at this time. Focus on being one with the divine and doing what works for you, doing what resonates with you. Also 18, I kept getting like moon energy, right? So observe everything during these times, going within and reflecting and journaling and writing, cleansing, clearing out things, detoxing, cultivating this energy in healthy ways. Okay. And then 9, there's going to be a lot of completions, a lot of rebirths at this time. Okay. And I also got 28. 28 kept popping up consistently. So, there may be something with the 28th of this month that pops up. We'll see. Okay. But always remember to stay in divine alignment with yourself and do what works best for you at this time. Okay, you guys. So yes, that is my blood moon, lunar eclipse, full moon and Pisces energy reading. Let me know what you guys think. My Cash app is Nudiamonds 101 if you guys would like to donate. Or if you guys would like to donate to any of my other things, you have all of the information down in the description box. Also, if you guys would like to book any personal readings, any sessions, healing sessions, ask me questions, deep dive, any products, any custom jewelry, you guys can tap into my website, nudiamonds.net. And yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification so you guys can be notified whenever I'm live or whenever I post new content. And yeah, I love y'all. Don't forget to drop some heart emojis, drop your favorite emojis down in the comments. I love y'all so much. This is a new shift, a new rise at this time, and embrace it with ease. We made it. It's time to celebrate. All right. Peace, wholeness, love, and light. And I catch you on the next one.